Hello guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me once again. We have a somewhat serious issue to talk about today. I wanted to talk about it on the last video, but as you know, the patch kit, and there was the issue of the nerfs and the buffs to the heroes and to some of the aspects of the gameplay. But anyway, we'll get to it in this video, but before that I just wanted to do a quick recap on where I am, because this is all about my journey, isn't it? So in terms of dungeons, I have been now able to clear the stage 9 of Wrathful Flood, which is good because I can now farm for these crystals to be able to upgrade my water heroes such as Adricia and Natalia and all that good stuff. On the other dungeons, on the Arcade Dominator, I haven't made much progress. I haven't been able to do a lot of this because I have been focused on other things. I'll get to it on a minute. On the Void Tower, I have completed the normal Void Tower, so yay me. And I have now begun the hard tower, but I think I'm gonna need some more heroes, some more upgraded heroes at 5-star, or yeah, at fully upgraded, to be able to tackle this. In terms of adventure, I have been able to get to chapter 9-4. Yeah, I haven't insisted much on this because, as I was telling you, I have been just focusing on upgrading my heroes and getting lots of XP to get my heroes to higher levels. And the way I do this is, as I told you on previous videos, I just find out which glyphs I'm missing, then I go into the appropriate adventure level, and I farm it until I get enough glyphs. So the one thing I do wanted to share with you, and that's going to be a real special thing for me today, is that I have been collecting heroes and collecting XP, and if you're paying attention, you can see that I have the heroes to synthesize Ceres, and this is like a big deal for me, so I'm just gonna do it now, and I really wanted to do it with you guys here and do it live. So here we go, synthesizing Ceres, my first ever fire hero, my first ever legendary fire hero. So this is a huge thing for me. Maybe now I'll be able to farm Topa. I have to build her first, of course. So let's get into the issue that I was telling you about, which is the problem with the gear upgrading. As you know, I've said in a couple of occasions that the game is really stingy with the glyphs to upgrade gear, and that is a definite problem because the cost of upgrading gear is just too high. You can, with some ease, get the gear up to 9 and 12, but the cost of getting those last couple of levels in the gear is just tremendous, and this is a huge problem because I'm just going to show you a couple of my heroes here. You see that the better heroes are moderately upgraded. They have moderately upgraded gear, so they have some nice gear, some nice upgrades. But then we get to the other heroes and they're just stuck at 6, 9, and this is a problem. This is a huge problem. It's not just a problem for me that just for wanting better upgraded heroes and better equipped heroes. It's a problem because when you can't upgrade enough gear, then you can't equip enough heroes, and that's a problem because it doesn't lend itself to experimentation. I've also mentioned that I have a bunch of other heroes. I have a bunch of legendaries and epics that I still haven't really touched. As you see, I have Urion, I have Tia, and I have a bunch of epics here that I still haven't even really touched, because that means I have to get enough gear for them, and gear to a high enough level in order for them to be strong enough to tackle the game content. And it's just not possible, because the glyphs aren't there to upgrade the gear for all of these guys. And you can say that you could use the gear from the other heroes, the one that are equipped, but just switching back and forth this gear between the heroes, it's boring, it's time consuming, it breaks the flow of gameplay. So players are stuck using the same heroes everywhere, because those are the heroes that they have equipped, and the experience in the game just becomes too repetitive. Experimenting is very important to keep the game fresh. We have the example of the latest patch that just hit a couple of days ago. I made a video on it, which shifted the meta from poison to something else, or at least it tried, because players are so used to using those heroes and that gear that they don't have enough enough stints to upgrade gear to try other heroes, and that just stalls the gameplay experience. And this can be bad on a whole other level, because if players don't have the ability, the time, the will, the gear to experiment with other heroes and other mechanics, they will keep trying to abuse poison. They will keep trying to abuse the same heroes they have been using all this time, and it will still be dominant, and further nerfs will become a thing in the future, because if you keep using Santis, if you keep using Cursed Gear, if you keep using Gangalo, if you keep using the same meta all over and over and over, then it probably will keep getting nerfed. And I see the reasoning on the patch. I know that devs are probably saying, hey guys, just try something else, but how can we try something else if we cannot just fully and equip the gear and upgrade the gear for other heroes to try it? I mean, I could pick up the gear from my Adricia, and I could just try and use it on my Savannah or whatever, but just switching gear back and forth every time, I'm not here to play dress up. I just want to have fun with my heroes. And it's kind of strange, because you can farm just about everything in the game. You can farm gear, you can farm XP, you can farm gold, you can farm element crystals, you can farm just about everything. But gear upgrade glyphs, you can pretty much just farm on the endless trial, which is basically the only thing that drops these glyphs. And this is on a 2-day cooldown, so it's really not enough. However, you can get them on the shop. You can get them with real money. There you go, special gear charms times 15. And you can buy special gear charms times 30. So it's either a strange game design, because you can farm just about everything except these glyphs, or it's a flagrant cash grab. And you know, there are a couple of players, and you know that these gacha games, these games that have these in-game purchases, they do really well if they can capture the audience. and there will be a lot of players that will spend enormous amounts of money on these packs. But you need to tend to the other audience, to the audience that doesn't spend as much money, but that is trying to enjoy the game without buying these packs. So this is a problem, and I really encourage the devs to look upon this as a problem and trying to find some solutions. And well, why don't you come up with solutions, I hear you say. And actually, I do have a couple of suggestions as solutions for this. The most obvious one would be having a specific dungeon to farm these glyphs. And that way you would be able to farm them and just upgrade a lot of gear and experiment with a lot of new heroes. The game would be much more exciting. But even if you don't want to do this, even if you do want to keep this model of having glyphs really scarce, there are some solutions, some quality of life solutions that you can implement in the game to make it way much easier. A couple of things I thought of would be, for example, to be able to save hero loadouts. For example, imagine I go into my Hydrisia and I go into management, and I have one option around here that would allow me to save this loadout, to save this equipment on this hero. And once that is saved, I can just load it on future occasions. So I could just save the loadout, take out her gear, put her anywhere, and just in some other instance, I would come here, just would load the loadout, load a preset loadout, and there we go. I would have it back on my Hydrisia as easy as that. Still another solution would be to be able to simply tag some of the gear where we have here the option to lock it. We could have an option to tag it, like 1, 2, 3, whatever. Just put a tag on the gear and to be able to find it easily. If you take it out, just let's say I take the gear out to equip it on someone else, let's say my Savannah, for example, but then I want to be able to find it easily in order to re-equip it again, and this would be also still time consuming, of course, but it would make things just that much easier to take off the equipments and then just re-equipment on future occasions. The other suggestion I would have to take care of this problem would be to dramatically increase the XP that you have from gear that you collect on the adventure stages, because if you see on the right, these pieces of gear are just giving 500 XP each, and once we get to the XP charm, just a special XP charm is 3000, so that's a lot more XP. And if you could use these pieces to effectively upgrade your gear, that would mean a lot in terms of ease to upgrade your gear and be able to experiment with it on other heroes. So that's gonna be it. I hope that you agree with me and I really hope that this matter comes to the attention of the game devs to make just the game that more enjoyable. In terms, and speaking of enjoyable, and to celebrate that I got my first ever legendary fire hero, guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna make another 10x summon because I'm that happy. I'm just gonna eat into my diamonds and I'm gonna make a 10x summon and I'm just predicting that I'm gonna get all 10 rare heroes, but let's just see what we get. 10 rares, no, 10 elites. Let's see. Come on, Dragon, what you got for me? Okay, we have at least an epic. What do we got? Oh, Arak. Okay, okay. I still didn't have this guy. And that's it. One Arak, which is a new guy, and not much else. I have that Tuzago, that Maluk, and Mulago, which are champions that are needed for fusions, so pretty standard pull, I'd say. And that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on future videos. This is Vodka 7up, signing out.